I, 35F, have always had a rocky relationship with my partner's best friend, Sarah, 33F. Now, when I say rocky, I'm talking about more than just the typical friend with an awkward vibe situation. Sarah's always been a wild card. She's the type of person who likes to make everything a little too much about her. At parties, she's constantly flirting with my husband, Nick, 36 meters, or making offhand remarks about my cooking that are just sharp enough to sting. I'm all for a little teasing, but when it's at my expense and all the time, yeah, it's not cute anymore. But here's the thing, I've always kept my mouth shut. I've always tried to tolerate her for Nick's sake, because, best friends. I'd tell myself she was just being playful, that she didn't mean any harm, but deep down, I could never fully shake the feeling that there was something off. So, fast forward to a few weeks ago when the situation went from awkward to unbelievable. Nick and I are getting ready for our honeymoon to Greece. I'm talking about the kind of honeymoon you dream about: the white sand beaches, the sunsets, the cozy villas. Just the two of us, finally getting the time to relax, unwind, and celebrate our marriage. Everything's going smoothly. We're counting down the days. That is, until one day, Sarah casually drops the bombshell. We're having dinner with a group of friends, and she says, "Can't wait to see you guys in Greece. I'll just crash in the spare bedroom, right?" Wait. What? I'm sitting there frozen, trying to process what I just heard. My stomach drops, and my heart starts racing. Did she really just say she's planning to come? And on our honeymoon? I thought it was a joke, maybe a slip-up, so I just laughed it off. But no, she's serious. And that's when the anxiety kicked in. I couldn't hide it anymore. I had to confront Nick about it. So, later that night, I asked him, "What is going on with Sarah? She just invited herself on our honeymoon." And Nick, he just brushes it off like it's no big deal. "Oh, she's just being friendly. She hasn't booked anything yet." Friendly? She's planning to crash our honeymoon. We've been waiting years for this trip, and now she thinks it's okay to just show up. I am absolutely livid. This is supposed to be our special time. I don't care if she's friendly or just joking. The idea of her showing up, no warning, no invitation, no respect for our plans, it's like a punch to the gut. I was furious. I couldn't contain myself. Nick, on the other hand, tried to downplay it, telling me that I was overreacting, that Sarah was just a little too excited. But here's the thing. Sarah has a history of making everything about her. She's that person who barges into conversations, who expects the world to revolve around her every whim. She's one of those friends who will turn up uninvited to events, make everything awkward, and somehow still manage to act like she's the center of attention. She does it all the time, but usually I just bite my tongue for Nick. But this is different. This is our honeymoon. It's supposed to be intimate. It's supposed to be just us. The idea of Sarah showing up, taking over the whole trip. It's not just frustrating, it feels like a complete betrayal. So, I did something I've never done before. I drew a line in the sand. I told Nick, if Sarah comes, I'm not going. Simple as that. I won't be part of a trip where she's invited without any discussion, without any respect for the fact that this is our time to celebrate, just the two of us. But here's the kicker. Nick is still not getting it. He's telling me I'm overreacting, that Sarah is just trying to be nice. He's downplaying the whole situation, and I'm left feeling like the bad guy for standing up for myself. He doesn't seem to understand why it's such a big deal, and honestly, that makes me question everything. So, now I'm stuck in this situation, feeling completely torn. I love Nick, but I can't just sit back and let someone disrespect me and our relationship like this. Am I wrong for refusing to go on our honeymoon if Sarah is there? Or is Nick right, and I'm just being too controlling? What would you do if you were me?